It is 2023. Where did the year 2022 go? Because it felt like it went by fast. So, per usual, I am going to be showing you off all the books I got in the month of December and for Christmas. Also, a little side note that if for any reason this video sounds weird, for some reason my mic died and I have to use the camera's microphone. Not the greatest option. But yeah, let's get into the book haul. Okay, first on my list of books that I got is Harry Potter and the Order of Phoenix Illustrated Version. Not much I'm gonna say other than it's Harry Potter. And I'm gonna say this, the illustrations are very, very beautiful. I loved the first 4 illustration versions of this. So this next one on my list is something I have been wanting to read for a while now, and now I finally am gonna get around to it. That book is The Eye of the World, the first book of The Wheel of Time by Robert Jordan. Yeah, this is gonna be a big book to get through, and yeah, this is not my favorite cover. I do kind of like the original a little more. I can see what a lot of fans say. I mean, I like the shiny, but I think that's like about one other thing I do like. I do love the color, the navy with the red. And, I mean, come on. I am a sucker for maps, especially when they are fantasy maps, and this is colored. Oh, yes, please. Oh, yes. So yeah, I can't wait to read this. It is going to be a little bit reading. I have heard that people said the audiobook is really good with the 2 people who do it. I can't think of their names right now. I'll probably put it in post, so you'll know who it is. But yeah, can't wait to read this. So next on the list is from an author I have been wanting to read, and it took me a while to figure out which book I wanted to start with. So I'm going to start Brandon Sanderson books by reading The Way of the Kings first. Part 1 of the Stormlight Archive. This will be fun. Especially since I'm showing a lot of thick books that I got this year over the holidays. You get my point. I have been reading from comments of people about this. I have watched videos of people talk about this. And I also saw something of Brandon also talking about his book and which one would you start with based on like, if you're into this, read this. If you're into this, read this. I was into whatever The Way of Kings has, so I'm gonna start with that. So next I got a couple manga as well over the holidays. And I'm gonna start with something that I've been showing off a lot in this little book haul series of mine. Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess Part 10. No, I'm gonna be an ass and not tell you anything about this. If you have not been watching my playthrough, or walkthrough, whatever you want to call it, of Twilight Princess, go watch it. It's interesting. Now, with this, I have already read all 10 by this point, so I'm gonna say this. Basically, it is similar to the game if you know the game, but there's a lot of changes that actually do happen in here. They actually add some characters, and they actually give other characters a little bit more depth than what the game does, but I'm not surprised. Either way, I'm enjoying it. Next, this is more, not so much a fantasy book or anything, but it deals with myths and legends and discoveries and whatnot of the world we live in. Lost Cities, Ancient Tombs. Introduction by Douglas Preston, Ann R. Williams, General Editor. Okay. 100 Discoveries That Changed the World. Oh yeah, when I read the summary of this, baby, I really wanted it. And I know it shows like an ancient Egyptian symbol here. It's more than just ancient Egyptian. It has all sorts of different stories of, let me see. Yeah, it has a lot of different stories that take place in the Mayan region, the Chinese, the Japanese, parts of Europe, but it deals more than just Egyptian or Greek or Roman. It does go to other cultures and shows you about all those tombs and their histories and whatnot. I am really excited to read this. So second to last in my book haul is actually a set, and it's the second group of manga. Well, actually the first group of manga, second manga. Either way. I'm the Villainess, so I'm taming the final boss. Parts 1, 2, and 3. So, fun fact about these, they're actually a light novel series. Now, as far as I know, there's about 10 of the novels. I don't know if the author is continuing or not. I'm not entirely sure. These are the 3 manga so far of that series. And how I actually discovered this series was actually through the anime. That was actually quite fun. And this is very much, yes, you can tell like, oh, there's romance in here, but it's also really funny. Also, little side note, Almond is MVP. Now, last in my book haul, this one, I was so excited to get it. And I got it on sale too, thank God. Also, if anyone knows me, this really shouldn't be a surprise that I basically got another one in my collection. The Lord of the Rings, the complete special edition. Oh yeah, I am very happy about this. I love this cover so much, especially because, gotta love that. I love the gold, and also this isn't like your typical like paper that you normally would get on a lot of hardcovers. This definitely feels like a thicker, not, I wouldn't say cardboard paper, but it's definitely a much thicker paper for sure. It's a much sturdier paper. Also, by the way, yeah, gotta love that script, baby. And yes, this is the One Ring script. Love it. Also, when you get this special edition, it comes with 2 full-size maps. One is of Rohan, Gondor, and partial Mordor. The other is the entire map of Middle-earth. Again, I am a sucker for maps. And of course, Lord of the Rings holds so much dearness to my heart. That made no sense, but I don't care. Point still stands, I love Lord of the Rings, what do you want? So yeah, when you buy this edition, you get these 2 maps. They're folded up like this. Normally, I am going to get them framed, and I am definitely gonna hang them in my room. That is all the books I got in December. They are chunky. No, I will not hold them up. I will let my shelf do that. They are heavy. Oh, this is what happens when you get so many stacks of papers and you put them on top of each other. You will break. So yeah, I've already read a bunch of them. I can't wait to read Eye of the World and The Way of the Kings. Go ahead and spoil them. Just give a warning for those who don't want to be spoiled, just to be respectful. Totally fine. I've already read these 2 this year, so that's already done. Yeah, I'm looking forward to this year. I didn't read a whole lot last year, but I'm hoping to read even more this year, like actually getting more reading done this year. That's one of the resolutions I'm gonna do. So yeah, hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you all in the next one.